So a lot of people got a discussion about, who can be the face of the league like right now, Anthony Edwards, Luka Doncic, Wemby, whoever it is. But in terms of like marketability, and just their actual basketball game on the court, who do y'all think would be the best face of the NBA from the 2026 NBA draft? I think, and I've been critical of this player. I think it's Darius Acuff.
Ain't no thinking about it, brother.
I think it's Darius Acuff.
Thinking about it.
And I thought about this like, okay, Darren Peterson, AJ DeBansa, definitely not Boozer. Boozer's not a face of anything. He's just a very good player. But I'm like, Acuff's game is like, it models Allen Iverson. It's high offensive energy. He got the braids. He signed with Reebok. So he has the opportunity to go a different path in terms of like shoes. If he's a good player on the court and he reaches his potential and the shoe looks dope, I think he's 6 foot like 6'2", however tall he is. That's like the any man's player. Like I'm 6'3", so I can go, okay, I can do Darius Acuff stuff. I can't now at 34 years old. But if I'm a kid and I'm 6 feet tall, or even like 5'10", 5'11", and I see Darius Acuff, just like in the way I see Jalen Brunson playing for the Knicks, I can see that and be like, oh, okay, I can definitely emulate that on the court. Kind of like Steph Curry. Steph Curry is 6'3", and he's of average height for like a basketball player, I would say. You can go out and shoot threes from 40 feet away. Don't mean you're gonna make them, but you're gonna try. So of all the prospects, I think Darius Acuff is the one that could be the best face of the NBA. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I agree. When you brought across this question, it was between him, Peterson, you've already mentioned, and AJ DeBanska. I think they're putting a lot on AJ, right? He's going to be the number one pick. They know that's going to happen. He's everywhere, so he's not bad, right? In terms of what he's doing right now, I think it's really good. With Darren, it's kind of like he's probably going to be good, but that whole Kentucky, Kansas thing, and his time and how many games he played and all that just kind of still rubbed me the wrong way. What I loved about Acuff, actually, that you didn't mention yet, he's already done an interview and was kind of like, didn't give a fuck about his opinion about what he said, right? Yeah. And I really actually appreciate that from a lens of, I'm going to speak my piece. I'm going to speak my truth. And that is what it is. It gives me the Anthony Edwards type of vibes in that realm. I'm not saying he's going to be like Anthony, and got his style. He's going to wear his little hat. You know what I mean? He's not going to really drink the water and Gatorade, right? He's got his own thing. Right. But I can see Acuff, of all the players, Acuff was the one that rose to me in regards to, he could be the face of the NBA. And I think his talent will take him there. I think, we'll talk about that at a different time, but an 18 and 7 will probably be pretty doable for him. And we talk about more about that, but Acuff was for me too.
I truly love that 18 and 7 projection for Rick. I think that's the same that Ja averaged his rookie year. I think it's like 18-6, whatever. Y'all know me. I'm an Acuff guy already. Shoot, if I had the number one pick, I'd think about picking him, but that's just how I feel about him. He is a culture changer, which is why I really, really, really would love for the Grizzlies to get him. It's a small guard, and we're going through a whole phase of a resurgence of the small guard. Shout out to my guy Big Brunson, because again, we went from the big man that couldn't shoot to now the big man that came and all that, and now the big man is back. Well, I feel the same way about the guards. A lot of teams focuses on the 6'5", 6'6" guard. Savage, you talk about yourself how you love the 6'5", 6'6" guard. But I think that with Jalen Brunson winning and carrying the load of the offensive load of a team, I think if you were to look at somebody that can do the exact same thing in this draft, it'll be AJ and it'll also be Darius Acuff. Darius Acuff, to me, is all-star potential, superstar potential. Just depending on where he gets drafted, man. If he gets drafted to the Kings, I'm sorry, Acuff, but I can't get a Kings jersey. If you get drafted to the Nets, I can rock with the Nets. But again, that is why I want the Memphis Grizzlies to. If the Grizzlies can get their hands on him, he'll be what Ja Morant is supposed to be in the city. and that's gonna suck for people to hear. That sucks for me to say, but Darius Acuff is that guy, especially when you got Coach Calipari, who got 1,000 guards in the league, telling y'all this is the best one I've ever coached. Y'all might want to listen to him. Calipari may know what to say.
Aside from De'Aaron Fox, but
outside of De'Aaron Fox.
But I mean, outside of Acuff, I think about the Bansa. I don't know if I think the Bansa is gonna take some time. That's my only issue with the Bansa. Like, especially like with Washington, there are rumblings in Washington as far as like who, like does Trae Young want to stay? Because there's a Miami rumor about Trae Young as well. Sheedy, I don't even heard about that. But there's the Trae Young situation. There's also Anthony Davis situation, and I just think that Washington won't be good immediately, and I think that the Bansa might struggle at the start. Not saying that he won't be good, but it might be a struggle to start. So I'm kind of, and does he have a shoe deal? I don't know if he has a shoe deal now. I can't remember. Is he Nike? I think he's Nike.
Who?
I'll look up
The Bansa.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean, it's not too many number one picks that you don't start though.
No, he gonna start, but I'm saying like I don't think he's gonna be as good to as he should be to start in terms of like he might be good, but it won't be like it might not be pretty. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he went Nike.
You were Nike, okay.
Yeah. Especially with Washington, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. If I had to rank it, I'm gonna say, as far as like the best face, who will be the best representation of the league, I think Acuff, because Acuff has a better, at least for right now, from what I've seen, a better personality than Darren Peterson. Darren Peterson, he's still trying to clarify what he meant by antisocial loner. And I hear that. I'm like, I don't know if you got to be social. No, you have to be willing to go out. Like Anthony Edwards is very, very social, how he presents himself. But he also goes out and plays well. But you can't be OG Anunoby, a great player. Well, actually, I'm lying. OG kind of having a little tour right now. I ain't gonna lie. OG, what up, Aiden?
Yeah, no, you can be OG.
OG having a little tour, but it just happened now because they won a championship. You know what I'm saying? With him being like a role player, a high level role player at that. But Darren Peterson, like he has to come out of that shell. I don't know what, like Utah ain't the best place to come out the shell. So I don't know. That's a good point though too, because like if these stars go to like Sacramento or Utah, that hinders your ability to be a face in the league. Whereas like Ja Morant to Memphis, that was a good fit in terms of like culture with him and culture for us. So it was a perfect fit regardless. Granted, Ja could have been a star anywhere, but I'm looking at these players. I don't know if they can be super duper strong stars that have a gravitational pull like Ja Morant did in terms of like just that initial tug to where every kid wearing your shoes, every kid want the Ja Morant, like the colored dreads. You know what I'm saying? That's what to me is like a face of the league has to be. And I think Acuff definitely has that. Like, I don't know what he's going to wear when he gets to the league because they don't have like the cutoff undershirt. But like, if he's able to do that, kids will be wearing undershirts cut off.
Be wearing it. Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. And so I don't know. We'll see. But I definitely lean Acuff. I'm not the biggest Acuff guy at all. Like, I would take him if I'm the Grizzlies as an example. Like, I wouldn't take him at 3. I wouldn't take him in my first pick. But if I trade up to go get him in like the bottom half of the lottery, sure. Like, why not? I get that.
A++++ draft. Bro.
And I could be absolutely wrong about
so
it.
So why not your guy Boozer?
Boozer is. I'm trying to. What's the comparison for Boozer? Boozer is kind of like, like Tim Duncan, where he's just a good player. He's a very good player. Not that. Well, no. Let me correct myself. Depending on how it goes, I could like his Boozer's like marketing ceiling for me could be Blake Griffin. Not necessarily with the dunks, but I've seen Boozer's commercials with his brother for like State Farm and other stuff. He got some humor to him, but he's not gonna be like the guy. He gonna be a nice little person. Oh, okay, Boozer got a commercial. You know, I'll check it out. Like Blake Griffin had like Kia and other stuff that he had commercials in where he was like notably funny, but Blake Griffin was never the face of the league. He was just like an all-star caliber player that people respected. And he's very good at what he does. He was good in Los Angeles. He was good in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's that sort of vibe for Boozer. But I'll be pleasantly surprised if it goes crazier than that. I'd be happy if it did go crazy.